Hey everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Holy Shit, I'm a Mom. My name is Coley, and I'm going to be your host, and I am so excited that you decided to tune in to my show and hear what I have to say. I want people to see different family structures and to see how we're all the same, and also to realize that when we do our inner work, we become better people and relationships with our families and even with our children. Honestly, I'm just here to bring some love and light and some laughs and just connect us all through our unique, beautiful stories. In order to do that, I'm gonna have different guests, from psychologists to counselors to just real life parents and families. I'm just talking about, how they became a family, what they go through because of their different family structures, so that we can really just tear down that wall that divides us and see that we're all exactly the same. Because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of my best friends of forever interview me so that you can get to know me. I feel it's important that you know who you're going to be spending your time with, who you're tuning in with, and what I'm all about, and how I became a parent and why this is important to me. So yeah, just continue to tune in, and we're gonna dive right in with one of my best friends. Honestly, this girl needs no introduction. I mean, she does, but her name is Holy Sht, and she is one of the most amazing people ever. She is an aspiring actress and model, living her dream up in New York, doing her thing. She was in Fashion Week in New York. I couldn't be more proud of her. You can follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Her Instagram is at Kyrie.Shay, and her YouTube and her Instagram as well, because she has two, is Fat Girl Fit Body. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and let Kyrie take over this show.
Hi everybody, I'm Kyrie, and today I'm going to be your host for my lovely bestie, Coley. We're going to talk about motherhood and life and how it's changed you, and if you were expecting it, and what crazy, kooky, good stuff has been going on. So, first and foremost, were you planning on being a mommy?
Was I planning on being... I didn't even hearing you ask me that is hilarious, because I'm pretty sure I called you crying when I found out I was pregnant.
It wasn't dramatic, but it wasn't not dramatic. We were not expecting it on that season, for sure.
No, I was not. I was not planning to be a mom at all. No.
Yeah. It was a running joke in our friend group that first of all, we never thought she'd be the first to be the mom in our friend group. That's number one.
No.
But even having children, she had a visceral response to every child she ever saw. She'd be like, ugh, or ew, or, just grotesque. She was so disgusting.
Listen, I was only grossed out by kids because they were all snotty and gross. Every single last one of them. When I worked at that child center that won't be named, and
right.
and keeping it clean, and kids would literally just be snotting, and everyone thought they were cute, and I'd be it's a monster, I don't understand. But I mean, I've changed. But
your baby's cute and not snotty, so.
No, she's not snotty because I wipe my baby's nose off when it is snotty,
gang.
Which isn't hard, but it's
okay. You're a mess.
I know, it's fine.
But in my opinion, I don't think you've changed that much since becoming a mom. But can you tell us a little bit about who you were before becoming a mom?
Ooh, what? Girl, I've changed.
Okay, yes, but personality-wise, you're still the same you.
Yeah.
Recklessness has been dialed back exponentially.
I'm less ratchet, for sure. Nah, I was never ratchet. I was just honestly, I was a really selfish person. Not with my friends. I loved my friends, but I could just get up and go and it didn't matter, I could just do whatever I wanted. And I can I can move how I wanted. So I was kind of selfish. I was young. I was going out partying. I was I mean, you know, we used to we pre-gamed with a bottle of wine, and then we went to the bar and drank more. But you can act like you weren't a part of that, but that's why you're not blinking.
Me? I have no idea. First of all.
Okay.
All right. I'll take minimum blame, but you know, we always kept it classy. We were still classy for the most part.
Yeah.
I was always classy.
I was classy? What?
This is a laugh until
Well, what time did you start?
like 9.
Hey, Coley, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes! Exactly. I mean, I thought that was classy, but it's fine. It's fine. I've changed for the better. So.
You would get like, quote unquote, like white girl wasted. You know, where like, and Coley would be like, her voice would be high, and she'd be like, guys, like.
I was sorority girl wasted. I was.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was definitely sorority girl wasted. But it's fine. I've changed, you know. I'm not as reckless. Like, I don't just, you know, I don't know. Like, I was reckless. I think that's, like, the best way to describe me before being a mom. Was just, like, reckless. And, like, all I really cared about was, like, my friends and, like, having a good time and partying and, like, girls' dates. That's really all I cared about. I was like, when is the group of mean getting together to create chaos?
Right. Yeah, very that. Which is fun, and like we had a good time, but obviously fate would have it that you would become a mom. Mm-hmm. And so like what was that transition like? Like what changes did you have to make? I'm asking all of this as though I don't know the answer. We are best friends, but I'm gonna let you tell them that.
No, okay, so honestly, I had to move different, obviously, as I spoke before about how I didn't move particularly in any way before. Of course, when you're the mom, you have to immediately start thinking about your health, what you eat, what you drink, how much sleep you're getting, how much you're working, like when you're going to take off for work, how you're going to deliver your baby, how you want to deliver your baby. So it's like I had to really grow up really fast, and it like hit me like immediately that like, oh, Coley's got to change. Coley's got to change. Like Coley is going to be responsible for a human in the world, and like I want to produce an awesome human in the world. So I was like, let's start by being healthy so that she's healthy, you know? But I mean, I changed a lot, even not just like with health or like with food or sleep or whatever, but like even my mental health. Like, my daughter and I's dad aren't together. We're co-parenting. And that was really tough for me to swallow because I never really wanted to not, like, this isn't the way I saw having a family. So like for me, it was like really hard to cope with and deal. So, you know, I ended up going to therapy and it brought out like a lot more stuff than what I thought. Like, I was like, we're just going to talk about my heart being broken, right? And she was like, no, we're going to talk about your family. And I was like, no, your childhood. We're not. But we did. Yeah, so honestly, being a mom has changed me to authentically want to be the best version of myself because I am an example now. And not only just to like, I mean, I was a youth leader a long time ago. And I mean, I was an example then, but it was different because they weren't my kids. Like they were somebody else's kids, but like when it's your kid, how they come out, people kind of look at you like, that's yours? You know? So yeah, I had to grow up and I had to heal myself. Truly, like from past everythings. I mean, we talk all the time about just little things that our parents have done or whatever, and what we would have done differently. And it's just how they were raised and how they ended up raising us as well. But like that stuff has impacts on you. And when you're an adult, it shows up in different ways in your friendships and relationships. Like you didn't even really realize until your therapist is like, you don't think that this stems from? And I'm like, shut up.
Right. until you know better, right? So
Yeah.
it's like they did the best they could, and that's not to like, you know, not to shame our parents.
No,
but
I love my
better
parents
now, and like so you can do better.
Yeah.
And like from the outside looking in, I think that you, like I said, your personality has not changed at all, but you are definitely a healthier person.
Yeah.
Like all around, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally healthy, and that's so good.
Yeah, I saw my moments.
Yeah.
Like this retrograde, girl, I've cried. I've cried so much in the past week. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm healing. Woo! wait.
Come on, mine are over there.
wait. I got another one.
She said, "Oh,
a little amethyst in your life." Okay. But yeah, girl, healing.
Yeah. Well, that is good. I want to also hear, so, okay, can you tell me a little bit about your parenting style? I have seen, you know, a little bit here and there of you, like, interacting with my niece, but tell us a little bit about, like, what you do, what your philosophy is, you know, how
Okay.
you handle stuff.
So, honestly, I have been like reading and following a lot of pages that are like conscious parenting, emotional coaching pages, and pages that really focus on the fact that our kids don't come here for us to control them, but they come here to teach us and to grow us. And I feel like, you knowing me, like my daughter has done nothing but that and continues to do that. Now, as she's getting older and she's hitting and swatting and being like, "Mom," like I am having to really put practices in place. And I can say that like I'm actually, me and her dad are actually taking some classes. We're taking this emotional coaching class, and it is just teaching about how it's so important to acknowledge your kids' feelings, because when you acknowledge all of their feelings and you don't make them feel like being angry or upset is a bad behavior, then they're more likely to express those things as they get older, and especially with different relationships that they're going to go through, friendships, you know, when they're older, if they're dating, or, you know, even with their aunts and uncles and cousins. Like when you allow your kid to express themselves, honor their feelings, and provide them with solutions and how to fix it, it creates healthier kids. Like I'm talking like they get sick less because they don't have that fight or flight going on, because they're having to shut down their emotions. So their immune system isn't weakened by suppressing emotion, which is gnarly. I didn't know that. I was like, what? They
over here with the sniffles right now, like
yeah, yeah, right. It's fine. It's suppressed emotions. It's fine. No, but like honestly, like like with school, with their friendships, they'll be able to say like, "Hey, I didn't like this because XYZ. Please do not do this to me." Like, you know, I still struggle when I'm having like issues with my friends, and like I have like to be like, you can't, like I wish I could just be like, "No, you're good at this." Like, "No, I don't want to do that." And like you just don't do it. I am like, I've gotten better at it, but it's something I had to practice.
I have issues with everyone but you. I could be like, I don't want to go there.
Okay. I was gonna say because you're good with me being like, "Nah, dog," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not feeling that. But that's also because like I don't feel the need to impress you, because I know you already like me, and you know I already like you.
I love you. Ew. So, like.
Well, girl, sorry. I already adore you, and so I already know that you adore me. Is that better?
Yeah, that was way better, actually. Mm-hmm.
See, we just had an open communication.
Look at that. Look at that. Emotional coaching. No, but for real. So, like, with school and with everything, when you allow your kids, it even creates longevity with life. When you are allowed and taught to express your emotions. So, when you're telling your sons to, like, man up, or like your daughter is like, that's nothing to cry about. Like, that stuff really stunts your kids. So, like, it's really making you think about that stuff. And also think about, like, how the way your parents parented you affected you and impacted you. So then it makes you think, like, ooh, do I want to do that or not? Like, you know? So, yeah, that's definitely what I'm learning and what I'm practicing with her now, is just to be mindful of her emotions and respect them. When she's having a tantrum, I sit next to her, I don't leave her, and I say, I know you're upset and you're angry because you want another banana, but you already had 2. Like,
right, like, yeah.
And you're not getting another one, but mommy's here and you can freak out, but I'm just letting you know, like, your emotions are valid, but you're still not getting that banana, girl.
Do you find yourself having to, like, check other people who, like, are around your daughter often?
Yes.
Like, I know, like, when I, like, communicate with Arrow, you and I have, like, I'm not a mom. I am a nanny. But you and I have similar parenting,
like,
style,
vernacular
styles.
Yeah.
So, like, when I talk to Arrow and, like, if she's getting upset, I'm like, oh, are you upset? Like, and, you know, we talk it through over FaceTime or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, do you find yourself having to, like, get other people onto the program?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's different. Like, it's easy when your kid hits you to, like, a lot of people were hit, you know? Like, if you hit someone, your parents hit you to tell you to stop. And I find myself having to be like, what are you doing? How are you going to teach her not to hit? And you're hitting.
You just hit her.
Yeah, like, that doesn't work. like you need to tell her, like, you're hurting someone's body, and we don't hurt someone's body because that's their body, and respect their body like you want your body to be respected. So you create that, and in that, not only are you creating respect for someone else's body, but that can lead into consent. They didn't tell you could touch their body, did they? Then why are you doing it? Like, you know?
Right,
like,
absolutely.
So yeah, it all kind of flows, and honestly, I'm just so blessed to have this material at my hands while I'm a mom. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm stoked about it. Yeah.
Well, not that I'm biased or anything, but I think you're kicking ass at being a mom, and so I'm just, like, incredibly proud of you. Obviously, I am talking to you today in the position that you'll soon be in for this podcast, and I want you to tell us a little bit about, like, why you're doing this. Like, why do you think it's important to have this realistic conversation about parenting?
Yeah, I think it's important for people that are gonna be parents to hear from different parents, different family structures, because it brings reality in. It's like a nice reality check for what families are and what they can look like, in reality for what can happen. Say if you and your partner aren't together, or if you guys are and then don't end up staying together. Like, I feel like it's a great eye-opener to the possibilities of what a family can look like, because I feel like for so long there's been this image of what a family is, and I just want to show that there's beauty in all family structures. So whether, you know, you're an LGBTQ family, or you're an adoptive family, or, you know, you're a single parent, single mom or single dad, or you're a surrogate mom. There's so many different structures of family. There's blended families where there's divorced parents, they got remarried, now there's step siblings. So, like, there's just so much. I know for me, I come from a mixed family. I'm the only one in my family that's not adopted. And quite frankly, when people say stuff to us that's kind of insensitive, but because we're all Black, I don't really think it's thought about that someone could be adopted. Like, I've had girls be like, oh my God, you and your sister look just alike, when they find out we're sisters. And I'm like, really? Because she's Ethiopian, but... Not even. She's Panamanian. Wow, I'm dumb. Like... I might be Ethiopian. I don't know. That's why it came out. We don't know what I am yet.
Your 23andMe test.
Yeah, it's...
like, no, that's you?
Yeah, it's pending. I don't know what I am yet. Thanks, colonialism.
That's another conversation.
No, but, like, so yeah, like, and that stuff, like, I can tell it impacts us. Like, it impacted us, because it's like, really,
that's my sister, but like she's adopted. It's for you to say that we look alike brings attention to the fact that we're adopted. And then when people tell me how much I look like my mom, oh my God, she's like, you know, in front of my siblings, I feel like sometimes it can kind of sting a little bit. And, you know, I just want to bring awareness and respect to all families and to make people think about what we say and how we interact with people, and just to like kind of tear down this idea of what the perfect family is, and realize that all families are important, and all families should be respected, and all family is love, no matter what that looks like. You know, because sometimes we don't choose our family, but our family chooses us. So, yeah, it's important to me to really show that. And also to just talk about healing yourself for your kids and for all of your relationships. Because I know that for me, doing that therapy while I was pregnant with Arrow really made a monumental change into how I decided to parent. I think if I had wallowed and stayed in my anger and stayed in my pain, then I would have been a different mom. I would have been parenting out of my pain instead of out of the strength that I got from healing, which I'm still healing. I have not made it. No one has ever fucking made it. I'm still healing, but I just want to encourage other people to do it for the future generations to come, because it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, am so excited to tune in and hear about all the amazing families that you get a chance to talk to. I fully support you, and thank you for letting me interview you. And I'll let you go ahead and wrap it on up, because it's not about me. Go.
All right, well, now you have it, people. You know a little bit more about me, and I can't wait to see you next time, where I'm going to be talking to someone so amazing. Her name is Erin. She is a prophetic channeler, and she's also an energy healer. And honestly, she's done so much for me in my life with her gifts that I can't wait for her to bless us. We're going to be talking about blockages and what prevents you from moving forward and healing, and even how that can impact your children and the behaviors that you're dealing with them. So I am so stoked to be enlightened. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I hope that you tune in, and thanks again. Don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and you have a fantastic rest of your month.